Okay, I think I'm live. I just finished a Facebook Live and wanted to pop over here to YouTube. Did it take me a whole half an hour to figure out how to set this up on YouTube? Just about, yeah. I'm just trying to make sure you can see everything. So I hopped on a couple minutes early to try to get everything situated. But what do you think about this painting so far? This is what we're starting with. I'm going for kind of a magical forest with a waterfall and a little pool. I'm thinking blues, greens, teals, and then some pops of purple. So I'm going to have like purple flowers up in the top, purple flowers down in here as well. Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Gigi. Yeah, so I was doing a little painting over there. I took a couple minutes to get set up, so I think it's pretty dry, so I can just jump right in. Can you hear me okay, Gigi? This is my first time doing a live with this setup. Awesome. Maybe I will start doing this for my Facebook as well, because I always have trouble with my phone, so I have my camera connected to my computer. Getting out a couple more things of paint here. So ideally, kind of my plan is to have, by the time it's done, obviously, is kind of have like the light shining in here. So this section is going to be like the lightest. The waterfall will be light. There's going to be kind of some light where the water is falling down on the rocks. And then the side areas are going to be a little bit darker. So when I left off over on Facebook, I was adding in this green tone. And I think thanks, Gigi. I'm trying to decide where to go next. I'm thinking maybe some blue, not quite blue, but maybe some more blue toned kind of leaves and things in here as well, since I did those kind of green spots. I definitely want this to feel kind of like a magical forest. So it's not like, I'm not totally using like realistic colors. Oh, it's Anne. Oh, hi, Anne. Oh, Wisconsin. My sister just moved there, like literally this last weekend. Okay. Okay. These are kind of some highlights for some little rocks there. I'm not, I'm going to have to ask her. I don't know exactly. I'm not familiar with the area, but she just got a job at a hospital. She's just graduated college and is studying. Well, she just graduated. She's now a music therapist. She's a licensed music therapist now, so I'll have to figure out where she is. She's coming in town, I think next weekend. She was staying out in Utah for her residency for music therapy, or kind of like a residency. She had to do so many hours of training. So her and her husband drove all the way back from Utah with their cats all the way to Wisconsin. Yeah. So yeah, how are you doing? How is the weather there in Wisconsin? Yes, it is cold here too. I'm over it. I am already over it. Today it's like 20 degrees here, which is great. It's been like 6 degrees all week. I'm ready for spring weather. It's going to be a while before we get to that. So my goal here is to just, hang out and chit chat while I'm working, but then you guys can kind of see the process real time, because, a lot of the content and stuff that I share on social media, everything's all kind of sped up. So I think it's fun to be able to see it's kind of slow actually. The process is kind of slow. It's not super fast, but it's fun to see it come together. So for this painting, because it's kind of like I'm wanting it to have like a magical feel, I don't have like a perfect reference for it. I'm kind of making it up. Some of it I do have a reference for some of the pieces. A lot of times I generally like to work from reference photos, so I can kind of have something to go off of, but yeah, I have a combination of a couple different reference photos, and then I'm making some stuff up too. So sometimes that's fun and like relaxing, and sometimes that ends up being stressful because I feel like I can't get it, maybe the way that I had envisioned it. So so far it's been pretty relaxing. So we'll just see how it goes. So I have a lot of texture down in here where I want the rocks to go, but they're not very detailed. And really, I'm probably not going to make them super detailed, but I just want to add some highlights where I think there might be like some light hitting some of these rocks here. Oh, good. I love that. I've been having a hard time getting back into like the painting groove. I have done 2 paintings since the start of the year. But it feels like it's been forever since I painted. I don't know if that was just because I did my winter collection right before Christmas and like the holidays and stuff, that I just kind of, my brain needed a little break or what, but I feel like it's moving kind of slow. I've been trying to make myself sit down to paint all week, and I was like excited that I had scheduled these lives because I was like, oh, this will be great. It'll like make me actually sit down. I have kind of a new painting setup in my office as well, but I am liking that. I feel like I have some more light here. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, just trying to get back in the groove. Okay, I don't know. I don't want too many highlights in here because I want this, I think, to stay kind of dark. I just want to try to break up this space. All right. Just taking a look here, seeing if I feel like I need any other lighter areas. I like to kind of work one color at a time. So while I have this color out, a lot of times I'll try to do like all the colors or all the spots that have this color. I feel like that's too bright. But it's a nice Friday here. It's been a pretty chill day, besides it being like really cold out. As long as I don't leave the studio or leave my studio room here. Luckily, my studio's at home. I don't even have to leave and go anywhere, so that is nice. Oh yeah, it's definitely the dream job. I just get to hang out, and I mean, not all of it is, easy, but it's definitely the dream job. I've been working on filming and taking videos and taking a lot of photos to run some new ads today. So I got all dressed up, put my cute clothes on, my makeup on, did my hair. And like putting that stuff together isn't super fun. I don't really like editing very much, but yeah, then now I get to paint, so definitely a good day. All right. I haven't added anything to the water yet, so I might start. Yeah, a dream job is still work, right? It's work, but it's still the dream. This is definitely the best job that I've ever had. The water part is a challenge to get the lines really straight side to side. If your lines start like tilting, it makes it look like there's a waterfall or something under there that your water's going over that line. So trying to keep it flat side to side. Normally I would almost hold my painting sideways. I'm just going to move it over here for a second. Oops. Yeah. But I'm going to do a couple different layers of these little ripple lines, so I think it'll be okay if they're not all perfect. There you go. And then I'm purposefully kind of leaving this side. I think this side will be dark. I'm going to do kind of some bigger leaves and flowers to make it look like they're up closer. Same thing in here. So I don't know if I said what this painting is for. This is the second painting that I'm creating this month for the art membership. So for the month of January, anybody who signs up new for the art membership gets a free print, which is the pink moth print. And I showed that off in my YouTube video last week. But anyone who is already signed up for the membership and they paid for this month, they are also getting a free print. And this is going to be their free print for the month. All right, gonna go with something a little more green. Oh yay, glad you got your moth print. got it this last week. Awesome. Oops. Sorry, I'm dipping in the wrong color, not oops to what you're saying. Yeah, I think it can be hard if you haven't done it for a while. The other thing I've been trying to get into is coloring books, because I think that's just like a fun, relaxing way to do something kind of artistic. This is not working. Trying to decide how to do. I was going to start to do some leaves over here, which they look fine, but they don't look like they have any kind of rhyme or reason to them. So I don't know if, I think it'll be fine if I just do some random ones. I think then when I put the flowers on top, it'll be okay. I'm going to have to do a couple layers with a couple different colors probably. Oh, I think I had maybe planned to do one more tree here. Oh, that's awesome, Anne. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I need some darker leaves for the darker leaves in here so that they blend in a little bit more with that background. And then I did think I was maybe going to do, I might do one more tree right there. Yeah, that looks like a little crazy right now. Thanks. Yeah, I think that might break it up a little bit more so it's not just a big blob of leaves. I think I'm going to need a darker layer than that too. So I'm going to switch to the tree. I think I'm going to use the same color I used for the other trees, which is a really dark blue. excuse me. Thank you. I think this will be good actually to have another tree here because it's going to make this like light part in the background look even farther away. I'm going to work on the bottom a little bit more later because it feels like a little wide, but yeah. Let's add lots of branches on here. And I can do some leaves and stuff around the top of it. Feels a little too perfectly shaped. I feel like the trees here should be kind of messed up. Like it feels like a kind of gnarly old forest. I'm gonna try to mess up the edges or just make them not so smooth. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I want it to feel definitely like a storybook, storybook forest vibes, but like not totally scary. Like it's scary maybe because it's new and different, but maybe there's like some elves or fairies hidden around. When I add in the purple, I'm going to add in like purple flowers. I think that will brighten it up and make it feel a little bit more like fantasy. I think that tree needs a branch too. Yeah, I think that's a good word for it. Okay, is that enough branches? Yeah, so this breaks it up a little more, and I feel like here in front of the tree can have bigger leaves, but this is actually going to need to be smaller to make it feel like it's farther away. So for now, I'm just going to go over this with some blue and black. I'm not worried about if it's like perfectly covered, but I don't think that's how I want that to look. So think that's better. Okay. Oh, do we have another visitor here? So I can't see people's names unless they post in the chat. So hello, other visitor. I don't know if other people can. For me, it's not showing up. So I can just chat about what I'm doing too. I do like the way that tree looks now. I think that definitely gave it more of that like storybook vibe that I'm going for. I am going to, I think, add in a little bit of that purple because I think I'm going to focus that mostly in the back for now. I'm trying to decide on the perfect purple color. This is like a purplish pink. This one is actually iridescent, which I thought would be pretty, but you're not going to be able to see it on the prints. You will only be able to see it on like my original painting, but I thought that could be nice. I have a darker purple. The iridescent color is a little bit more of like a pinky purple. I think I'm almost out of this one. I might have to just add white to that other purple. So I'm going to focus on the background. I might have to do a couple layers of this color too because it looks pretty thin. Oh, it's not terrible. I feel like that looks more pink though. Okay, I have a combination of two purples and some white. Yeah, because I do want it to feel purple because I don't normally paint with purple. And so I just thought that would be a fun color to use. Oh, purple. Nice. Yeah, I have a lot of people, I think, who told me that purple is their favorite color, but I don't paint with it very often. So this is kind of nice to do something a little bit different. Just doing little dots with the corner of my brush to make it look like little flowers are kind of scattered around. And because they are far away, they don't have to be like detailed or anything. When I look at it in real life, that iridescent color is really pretty. I wonder, I might have to at the end, like go back over it with some iridescent paint. Because when I mix it with the white, it doesn't look like that anymore. Or it's not quite as shiny. I like that color combination of the purple and the kind of tealish green together. You too, Anne. Thanks so much for hanging out while I'm painting. Have a great rest of your day and have a good weekend. Really great to hear from you. Thank you. Awesome. See you soon. I think that really is starting to brighten it up a little bit. Just that little bit of purple, I think, makes a big difference. Just adding it all over. That might be a little too light over there. It's kind of how it looks in my image with the where I thought the lighting would go, but it might be better to move it. I'm trying to keep the sides like kind of dark so that the focus really stays in the middle on the waterfall. But when I started this painting today, there was only this like little top section in the back. So I've made some good progress. I know I want some purple in here. All around these little rocks. I'll have to look up like different examples of flowers to kind of see what I think they would look like if they were bigger. Like right now, they don't have to be, like when I'm just doing the details in the background, they can be small. All right, I think that is probably going to be just about it for me today. It's about half hour of painting. if I can get to a good stopping point. I'm just going to keep going forever. Oh, one more thing with it. I want to give it this pretty highlighted. Where it almost looks like those flowers from the top of the waterfall are reflecting down into the water. Okay. I'm not 100% sure that that's the purple color that I'm going to use like by itself. I do really like the way that like iridescent paint came out, so I might do like more than one layer, or I might kind of adjust it with a couple different colors. Maybe a little more down there. All right. Let me show you a little more straight on here. I don't know if that's better. Hopefully you liked seeing a little bit of painting in real time. I think it's kind of fun to see like how long the process actually takes. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did and you're watching this after the live, make sure you leave me a comment. Let me know that you were here. I'd love if you want to see more painting videos or more videos about, my life as a full-time artist. I'd love if you would subscribe and like this video. So thank you guys so much for being here. Have a really great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. See you soon. Bye. Oh, Vicky. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave without saying hi to you. Hi, Vicky. Great to hear from you. Just saw your message. I'm heading out, but I will see you soon.